I want you to know that I'm happy for you. I wish nothing but the best for you both. I know the version of me. Is she perverted like me? Would she go down on you in a theater? Does she speak eloquently? And would she have your baby? I'm sure she'd make a really excellent mother. 'Cause the love that you gave every day wasn't able to make it enough for you to be open wide. No. And every time you speak her name, don't you know how you told me you'd hold me till you died, but you're still alive, and I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. It's not fair to deny me of the cross I bear that you did to me. You ought to know. You seem very well. Things look peaceful. I'm not quite as well. I thought you should know. Did you forget about me, Mr. Duplicity? I hate to bug you in the middle of dinner. There was a slap in the face, how quickly I was replaced. Now you're thinking of me when you fuck her. 'Cause the love that you gave every day wasn't able to make it enough for you to be open wide. No. And every time you speak her name, you know how you told me you'd hold me until you died, but you're still alive, and I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. It's not fair to deny me of the cross I bear that you gave to me. You ought to know. Cause I showed that you laid in the bed that was made, and I'm not gonna fade as soon as you close your eyes. And you know it. Every time I stretch my legs down someone else's back, I hope you feel it. Well, can you feel it? Well, I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. It's not fair to deny me of the cross I bear that you gave to me. You ought to know I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. It's not fair to deny me of the cross I bear that you gave to me. You ought to know. Pit. And there I go jumping before the gotcha has gone off. Slapped me with the splintered ruler. And it would knock me to the floor, but I wasn't there already. If only I could hunt the hunter. And all I really want is some patience. A way to calm the angry nervous and all strung out. I'm consumed by the chill of solitary. I'm like a Stella. I like to reel it in and then spit it out. I'm frustrated by your apathy. And I am frightened by the corrupted ways of this land. If only I could meet the maker. And I am fascinated by the spiritual man. I'm humbled by his humble nature. Yeah. And what I wouldn't give to find a soulmate, someone else to catch this drift. And what I wouldn't give to meet a kindred. Oh, 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 oh. Enough about me. Let's talk about you for a minute. Enough about you. Let's talk about life for a while. The conflicts, the craziness, and the sound of pretense is falling all around. All around. Why are you so petrified of silence? Here, can you handle this? Did you think about your bills, your ex, your deadlines? Or when you think you're gonna die? Or did you long for the next distraction? And all I need now is intellectual intercourse. A soul to take the whole much deeper. And I have no concept of time or further Nittany's playing. If only I could kill the killer. And all I really want is some peace, man. A place to find a common ground. And all I really want is a wavelength. Oh, 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 oh. And all I really want is some comfort. A way to get my hands untied. And all I really want is some justice. Oh,
Clemson fans piss me off.
What is up, everybody? And it's your boy, PigskinPeete. Welcome to the 15th episode of the ACC show with myself and my friend, esteemed colleague, and co-host, C-Dog. What's up, C-Dog?
What's up? Man,
Is your microphone
feels
on?
like it's been forever, isn't it?
Is your microphone on?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like it.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, anyway,
There it goes.
there you are. There you
Is
are.
that better?
That's way better.
Sorry about that.
Hashtag professional in the chat, please.
Wrong dang one.
Yeah, belated Merry Christmas to you, C-Dog. Belated Merry Christmas to everybody else. And, of course, a happy
yeah.
New Year coming up. How was your Christmas?
Absolutely. Hey, cheers to that. Got me a cold one.
Cheers.
Got me a cold one. My Christmas was good. It was crazy and busy, and I, from what I've seen on Twitter, it seems like yours was too.
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
Right. You kept saying just whatever you were posting over the Christmas week, that you had a bunch of kids, and I think you said one tweet saying Christmas is exhausting.
Yes, Christmas is exhausting. That's a fact.
I remember something like that.
Yeah, no, but I had a good Christmas. I had a good Christmas.
Yeah, I feel you.
Football wise, though,
I had a great Christmas.
what'd you do?
What I do? Well, a lot of this week week was spent. I don't know if you saw my community post, but one of my dear best friends since middle school, is leaving for the Air Force, or he left yesterday.
Okay.
Or the day before, and so we pretty much spent the whole week hanging out. He's gone for 4 years now, so
Wow.
I mean, he's one of my best friends ever, so it's kind of tough. We see each other like every week. Like, he lives right down the street, you know?
Right.
And he doesn't, he doesn't come on YouTube because he couldn't care less about football, but
Right.
that's my dude right there. So we had a huge freaking party. Christmas Eve, we had a huge party, had a bunch of people over. The Buzzsaw made an appearance. It was just crazy. We had a big beer pong tournament, and we played video games, and it was nuts.
How do you have a beer pong tournament if you don't drink beer?
That's pretty much what I spent. I would dang hammer a root beer.
Oh, okay. I mean, you must have been jacked up on root beer after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was, man.
Well,
I swear, dude, I was hungover.
This bowl season has been extremely disappointing so far. The ACC finally took its first official loss today. Louisville lost to Air Force. Shout out to your buddy who's joining the Air Force. Lost by 3 points. I think it was 31-28 or something. The SEC is still yet to win a game. They are 0-3 on the field. All losses came to a group of 5 teams. When's the SEC going to finally win a football game? I don't know.
That's really funny.
I guess we'll all find out together.
Really, just a pitiful conference, if you ask me.
Yeah. So another game canceled today. This was the craziest one of all, is the NC State and UCLA game, the Holiday Bowl in San Diego.
Dude.
Well, I have a lot of feelings on this. First of all, it sucks that the games get canceled, right? But we've been doing this for 2 years now. But here's what I don't understand. Last season was iffy to begin with, because we just came out of the lockdown. We didn't even know if the college football season was going to happen. And then it was sort of a makeshift schedule, in conference only. The Big Ten and the Pac-12 joined late. You remember the whole thing. A bunch of games were canceled because players had COVID, the whole 9 yards. There was no vaccination last season, though. So we come into this season. Mm-hmm. As far as I know, almost all of these teams are like at least 90% vaccinated, right? Yeah. I know UCLA is. I know NC State claims they're 100% vaccinated. So all these games being canceled, quote unquote, due to COVID, doesn't make any sense to me. If you're 90% vaccinated, there should be no reason to cancel a football game. If there's 100 players on a team, all right, let's say there's 100 players on a team. If you have 92% vaccination, that means 8 players should not be able to play. The players that are vaccinated should be able to play, as long as they're not sick.
Yeah. Right. As long as they're able to, if asymptomatic,
Yeah. I feel like there's something else going on here.
NC State. What?
I said I feel like there's something else going on here. I feel like these teams are using COVID as an excuse to not play the game if they don't want to play the game. I don't think it has anything to do with COVID at all.
There were no regular season games canceled.
Right.
There were none.
Right.
So why all of a sudden? It just doesn't make any sense. Did we hear a peep out of any of this? I think there was one that I could think of, and it was 2 California teams. Go figure.
Yeah.
But it was like Cal and Southern Cal, that game. But I don't know, dude. It's ridiculous.
The problem is COVID's not going anywhere. So is this the way it's going to be from now on every year? Is this what we have to look forward to? Is just teams that don't want to play in bowl games and saying that we're not going to play because we don't feel safe, or we got too many guys that are sick or whatever? You can't measure that. You can test for COVID and say it's positive or negative. That's hard. I mean, and that's proof, but you can't prove whether or not somebody feels bad or not. So if you have a bunch of players saying they don't feel good, then you can just say that they had, they're not safe to play because of COVID. So
Yeah,
that's the new world we live in, unfortunately.
I don't know if this is.
I mean, between the opt-outs and COVID,
Yeah,
I mean, the
don't know if
bowl
this is a
season has
hot
been
take
crap.
or whatever, but
What's your hot take?
sorry, you were cutting in and out a little bit, but I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but it's like, you know, these people, the athletes are literally like the top peak of what humans can be. You know what I mean? They're in like top form. They're like top physical form. And it's just a shame. Well, not even with, you know, it just seems like you wouldn't bother testing them. And if they're too sick to play, then, you know, don't play them. But it seems like they wouldn't even be testing them anymore. It doesn't make sense to test them anymore.
Yeah, I'm with you there. That's a whole different discussion about how dangerous is the virus for young people and all that. That's a whole different ballgame. We're way past that. So that ship has sailed. They're going to continue to test these guys, but how long is this going to go on for? I mean, how long? Not to
mention the opt-outs too.
Yeah, the opt-outs make it just as bad. So this used to be my favorite 2 weeks of the year, honestly, in football. I used to love bowl season, and I don't see it. I don't see them ever putting the toothpaste back in the tube. I feel like this is something that we're going to deal with between the opt-outs and COVID for years to come. Whether it makes any sense or not is irrelevant. I just think I think it's something we're going to have to all deal with, and it's terrible. It's pretty much ruined the bowl season. Now,
really
look, man,
sucked.
Expanding the playoffs will fix a lot of this. How many of these teams that I'm going to say quit or forfeited? That's the word I'll use. Forfeited their bowl game due to coronavirus. Would not have forfeited had they been in the playoffs. So this is the debate that goes on about the 12-team playoff. About, is it good for the sport? Is it bad for the sport? It might not be great for the regular season as far as every game mattering, every single game mattering. You might be able to lose two, or in some cases even 3 games in a season and still make the playoffs with a 12-team playoff, depending on what your schedule looks like and what team you are, what conference you're in, and all that. But you won't see what you're seeing now. You won't see all the opt-outs, or at least not near as many. And you probably won't see these teams forfeiting games if they're in the playoffs.
That brings up an interesting topic about, I don't know if you heard what they came out with the announcement about the playoffs and how they were planning on handling that with COVID, saying that, there won't be any rescheduled games. If your team can't play to COVID, that's a forfeit. And it's basically, if 3 of the 4 playoff teams can't play, the last one standing basically just wins the national championship. I don't know if you heard that, but that's a great way to get teams to hide their cases. That's a great way.
Yeah.
Especially if they're asymptomatic.
Right.
I don't know. I don't feel like COVID's going to, I mean, oh hell, this is a touchy subject, I guess, but it's irritating.
Well, I'm not even taking.
Fans,
I'm not even necessarily taking.
Feel about,
I'm not taking one side or another as far as how they feel about the virus. I'm just saying it sucks as far as football is concerned because it's not going anywhere, and I feel like that teams are taking advantage of the situation and saying, we don't want to play in this game for whatever reason, whether they feel like they're going to lose or they just don't want to play the game or whatever, and saying, okay, well, we're backing out because of COVID. And it's just, you can swipe with a broad brush these days and just say COVID, and everyone just has to accept it. Where back in the day, if you just refused to play in a bowl game, that was a loss, and you were shamed for it.
Yeah.
Now with COVID, you can't shame them because you look like an asshole for doing it. But I don't care if I look like an asshole. I'll shame them regardless because I don't care. But
yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, let's see who's
hate it.
Let's see who's in the chat here. Matt Dummett's here. George continues to come on here every show and say that he's looking for college football content. Well, go find it, George, or I'll just kick you off and force you to go find it. That song and dance is getting really old. I'm telling you right now. Kevron Harris, what's up, buddy? Brad Pitt, Pizza Woman, what's up, Pizza Woman? Battle Angel. Country Tiger says, hello, y'all happy people. Joey Foster. Hope y'all had a great Christmas. Hope you did too. SEC Dog. Jeremy Garrettson. Jagged Little Pill is the best album of all time. Wow. It's pretty good. I don't know about the best of all time, but I like it. Talk is Pitt is here. Speaking of quitters, that game is virtually unwatchable now. One of the best football games of the season.
Oh.
The Peach Bowl. Kenny Pickett, and what's the running back's name? I forget his name, from Michigan State, sitting out, quitting. Kenneth Walker. Two best players on the field, two NFL guys sitting out. That game's virtually unwatchable now. So good luck to your Pitt team. They probably had a chance to win their biggest bowl game since 1983, but now I don't know, since your quarterback's quitting on you. Guess who's not quitting, Sea-Dog?
Yeah, bad luck to your Pitt team.
Guess who's not quitting?
On Clemson's team.
Anybody on Clemson's team's not quitting. In the Cheez-It Bowl. Uh-oh. Let's see who we got. I got somebody calling in here.
I read you say that.
What's up?
Well, I got you live right now, and I put a little comment in there, and I said, you better answer your damn phone, because this bullshit, these college fucking games getting canceled because of the Wuhan, all this other bullshit. You know, it's really pissing me the fuck off, man, because stance on this. Me and you've hung the fuck out. We've hung out with fucking Lou and all this other. We've hung out with many fucking people. If you don't want to play the goddamn bowl game, just don't play the fucking bowl game. You know, it's to the point where college football has gotten to the point where I don't want to watch it no more. You know, it sucks fucking ass, you know, that you sit around all year long and you're waiting for these games, and next thing you know, you got this motherfucker quitting, got this motherfucker opting out, and, you know, God damn it, man. What the fuck has college football come to, bro?
It sucks.
It fucking sucks, man. I mean, it's to the point where I just don't even fucking want to watch the playoffs anymore, man. My team's in it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I was watching the Houston-Auburn game. There was nobody there. The Air Force game, it's horrible, Pete. It's fucking horrible, man. What happened to just watching good old college football, man, and watching the fucking playoffs, brother?
Yeah, I don't think it's ever going to change, or at least not in anytime soon.
No, it fucking sucks, man. I mean, it's fucking horrible, dude. I mean, like, brother, I just don't know, man. It's to the point where, dude, I've hung out with you several fucking times, and we're, you know, me and you are fucking college football fucking people. We want to see fucking good games, good playoffs, you know, and this bullshit. And then, I mean, if you don't want to play the fucking ball game, then don't fucking play it. Just fucking announce it. You know, just say, look, I don't want to play them. I mean, period. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, do these bowl games not mean anymore? You know what I'm saying? Like, these players, do they not want to fucking play anymore? I mean, it just pisses me the fuck off, man. It's like, okay, if you're a Pitt guy and you don't see Kenny Pickett play, Kenny Pickett fucking play, you're like, well, why the fuck I need to watch it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, I ain't going to tell you, man. I'm off the rest of the week. Yes, I'm a little fucked up. I was watching some fucking football games. It just pisses me off, dude. It's like, you know, as a working blue-collar dude, man, I want to watch some damn good football, and I want to watch these guys fucking play. But if you ain't going to fucking play, you go out there, you quit, you're a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I think you got NFL, you know, money coming or whatever, but look, man, it just pisses me the fuck off, man. And it's because this Wuhan goddamn bullshit, whatever. What the fuck ever, man. I'm over it, and I'm just done with it. But, Pete, I wanted to call you, brother, and tell you I love you, man, and I hope you had a Merry Christmas and Happy fucking New Year's, brother. And I just want to fucking call you, dude.
All right, man.
This is pissing me the fuck off, man.
Yeah.
All right, buddy, Rose. All right, man. I love you. Thank you for taking my call, buddy. I'll talk to you later, okay, buddy?
All right, buddy. I love you too, man. Thanks for the call, Jesse.
You beautiful motherfucker. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
All right. See you, buddy.
Babe. Jesse J checking in, and of course, you got to hear Jesse.
You can go fuck yourself. Bunch of goddamn Wuhan fucking whatever. Bend over, suck my fucking nuts. I'll give you the goat. Yeah, you can go fuck yourself. Yeah, you can go fuck yourself.
The one, the only, Raj in the house. Raj.
That's great. Get a damn.
Raj is big mad,
and
I don't blame him.
Some good analysis and insight from our boy.
From who? Oh, from Jesse. Yeah.
From Raj. Yeah. Yeah. We brought in the expert opinion, and I don't disagree. It sucks, man. It sucks.
It seems as if somebody in the chat just said that John Madden died. Is that true?
No. No way.
Is that true? I'm looking right now. Is that true? I don't know why somebody would make it up.
Dang.
Yes, Christopher. Jesse, haven't you seen? Don't you subscribe to Jesse J or Raj? Raj Light is his channel. He has an entire show on there called "Cussing and Drinking with Raj," or "Drinking and Cussing," whatever it is. He really did die. Okay, well let's go ahead and take a moment of silence for John Madden. I would say John Madden is probably the biggest icon in football, both college and NFL, and just football as a sport in my lifetime. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, a little before my time, but yeah. I mean, I feel it, even to this day. That's sad, man.
Yeah.
I just was watching some about him the other day, too.
Wow. Just another shitty thing to add to this year. They couldn't end 2021. It wasn't bad enough already. Now John Madden had to die. So, anyway.
Jeez.
Excuse me. I forget what I was talking about before Jesse called in. About Clemson, I think, no opt-outs. In the...
oh, yeah, no opt-outs. Yeah.
No opt-outs in the bowl there. And I'm happy about that, I mean, there's not a lot to be happy about if you're a Clemson fan, other than, I still feel like the team's in good shape for the future. The program's in good shape and all that. But as far as the season goes, them being in 6 straight playoffs, I was worried that all those guys on that team, especially the upperclassmen that are headed to the NFL or elsewhere, are used to playing in the playoffs every year, and they might figure the Cheez-It Bowl is a disappointment. But nope, not a single one out. So I'm happy to hear that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. that really speaks to Dabo, I think.
Yeah, it speaks to the
He's
guys.
got every dang coach left, you know.
Yeah.
Ton of guys in the transfer portal, and they're still playing.
Yep.
I thought that was crazy how Emory Jones played too, even though he was in the transfer portal. I mean, they wound up losing, but I thought
Well, he couldn't have been in the portal before. Was he in the portal when he played?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's got to be a first.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
And that, I thought it was, well, at least he did, you know, that's cool though. So I wanted to say, well, we started out with a little bit crappy, you know, kind of somber, but I mean, there's been some good bowl games that have been played, you know. I don't know which ones. Have you seen any of them?
Yeah, the best one was the Coast.
Were really good.
The best game was the most exciting game was the Coastal game.
Right. You know me. I love me some Northern Illinois.
But just looking at the screen here, I mean, some of these ones that got canceled, or well, Texas A&M and Wake Forest, that was the first one that really hit, and that was one of the ones I was looking forward to seeing the most. You know, there's not that many ACC SEC matchups. That was one of them.
Yeah.
And I thought that was going to be a good game. I mean, they played last year, right?
Missouri and Army game.
I didn't. No,
What?
I didn't see it. No,
Dude, you didn't see that game?
No.
That was awesome. Missouri scored with like 2 minutes to go. I'm like, oh hell, that's it. No, freaking Army runs a 2-minute drill